Poirot. That is not my name.
But I thought it was with Mademoiselle Lemochon that I was to meet.
That was the name I was given as a child. My real name is Crale. Lucy Crale.
Great. Now I seem to remember.
My father was Thomas Crale, the artist, and my mother was Caroline.
Great.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. This story was tragic. It was a long time ago, yes?
14 years.
14 years. You know, so a picture I found painted in the tape.
I'm a shadow.
That was the one. The composition was striking.
Yes, it was a great meal.
His reputation is, yes, considerable.
Look, I'm not here to discuss his art, Mr. Poirot. I'm here because I want you to investigate his murder. I was 7 at that time. Too young, really, to know anything about it. My parents were very much in love and in many ways it was an idyllic childhood. But then, one day, I was suddenly taken from my home and sent to relatives in Canada. And finally, when I turned 21, they were glad to tell me the truth. For one thing, I came into my own money. And then, you see, here's the letter.
So that's
That my mother wrote, just before she died. That was the first I knew my mother was hanged for killing my father.
what did she write?
Quite simply that she didn't do it. She is innocent, and I can be always sure of that. That is what I want you to prove.
But why Hercule Poirot, mademoiselle?
I've heard about you. The things you've done, the way you work. The psychology is your forte, Mr. Poirot.
Oui, c'est vrai. Psychology is my forte. Or the white human behavior is this that I use. So, mademoiselle, it is so long since it happened.
Secrets and lies, Monsieur. Keeps pulling me back. It won't let me be. And until these ghosts are laid to rest, I can't move on.
But I'm honored by your faith in me. But I cannot, you understand, accept the assurance about the innocence of your mother. And if she was guilty, what then?
I have to know the truth, Monsieur.
And if the truth isn't what you wish to hear,
I have to know.
Not one of my great successes, I have to say.
the difference was suicide, yes?
Didn't get on too well. Miss Crale simply wasn't a kind of chap. Wine, women, beer. The lust of the flesh. The idea of his killing himself out of conscience, well, frankly, I don't think he had one.
So, in your opinion, someone to you, Caroline Crale, she was guilty.
I rather thought that we were taking it for granted.
Did she ever admit as much?
To your Poirot, she didn't need to. I knew he had lost as soon as she stepped into this box. She certainly had a motive. Miss Crale was always getting mixed up with some woman around him. But this was rather different. A girl, Elsa Gear, just turned 18, quite on the fair, I say. She knew what she wanted, and that was Miss Crale. She got him to paint her, he ended up falling for her. And Caroline Crale was overbid saying this: if he didn't give her up, she would kill him.
Then, what was the evidence against her?
She stole some poison from the neighbor who dabbled in herbs and the like, and hid it in a scent bottle. And when the police found it in her room, she claimed she intended to kill herself. What she couldn't explain was why the bottle was empty, and only her fingerprints were on it. We contended, of course, that Amias had used it to kill himself. But if he had, his fingerprints would be on it as well.
So, how did she give it to him? It's poison.
She used the pipette to spike his beard.
Pardon, sir. It's fine.
Temper. She took him a bottle of newspaper. The police found the pipette crushed near the scene of the crime. The prosecution had a field day.
So, she put the cognac into the bottle before taking it to him.
There was no cognac in the bottle, only in the glass.
I see.
Was that you being inscrutable, Mr. Poirot?
Pardon. But, were there other people actually present at the time?
Oh yes, there were. Let me think. 5, if memory serves. Philip Blake, a stockbroker, one of Crale's best friends. Meredith Blake, his older brother. He lives across the Esquire, in the house where the murder took place. Then of course there was Adam, Elsevier, curly Lady Dittishaw, though she now spends most of her time in the gossip columns with divorce noise. And then there was the governess, Miss Wilson. Williams. That's it. Very capable, but not exactly in front of class. And then, of course, there was Angela, Caroline's half sister. She'd been off back to school by the time of the trial. Poor thing.
Well, she had perhaps a problem.
There was a rather unfortunate incident when she was a toddler. Caroline Crale, as a young girl, threw a bit of a tantrum. I did argue that she was not in her same mind, but fascinating creature. I'll never forget her, you know. She had this quality one couldn't help but admire. Somehow she was above it all. People would do it to him himself.
Makes full of a soul, n'est-ce pas? And bien, thank you so much again, Dr. Innocence.
Pleasure seeing you, Bro.
Touch me. Please, as her daughter hopes. Caroline Crale did not kill her husband.
But she did, old boy. Take my word for it.
But it makes the logic that one of these 5 people must have done it.
There's no reason why any of them should.
No, but all the same, I think I shall pay each of them a visit.
And hear 5 different versions of the same event.
How are you?
Salute.
Well, what have you done? Racing at last with a famous miracle car?
Mayroon, so, naging ko yun.
For your report, you'll never get matang around French. Let's keep the old Anton car now, eh?
But I am Belgian, so, not French.
So what can I do for you?
It is a great case, Mazo. It's which I wish to discuss with you.
What the hell for?
As I have accepted, Mazo. Commission to review the case.
From whom?
Lucy Green,
Lucy Crale?
hey, Mazo.
How did you discuss?
5 minutes of your time is all that I ask.
What the hell is she poking her nose in now?
If she wishes to know the truth,
Everyone knows the truth.
all she wants is to assess herself the facts.
It's over. Dead. Buried.
As a parents, Mazo.
Okay. Agnes Bell was the best friend and child we have. We know each other since we were children. We all. Myself, my brother, Caroline, neighbors, you see. Agnes is a great friend. And all that town. That lasts for a life. Why bother yourself with her?
So, you didn't like her.
Floating through and through. Agnes can never see it.
But so something forgotten, isn't it?
That's what you believe. Oh, shall I play the injured part? And hear it very well. But under the thought, words, holding calculate, had the devil of a temper. Tried to kill his baby sister? For God's sake?
Is it true?
Damn right. Shot the paper with a turn and blinded a little back to one eye. Speaker for that.
Do you know the reason for this fit of temper?
Supreme jealousy. Simple as that. And it was jealousy that which made her kill Agnes. I tell you, that woman's the trouble. Even as a girl, the way she played us all along was. It was all once and over. But finally, settled on Agnes. Not surprisingly, she was in line to inherit Alderberg and showing us an artist. A rich genius. What could be better?
Surprising is not. Also need the life that lies is cast.
Yes, I suppose there is. Anyway, after marriage, I kept my distance for a while at least. But soon, I succumbed to temptation.
Station, what's up?
Alderberg, a place I cannot resist. I spent some of my happiest time of my life in that house. That September, like the summer of a childhood, I was hoping for a peaceful few weeks, but I should have known better.
Uncle Phil! Good morning, Mr. Blake.
Good morning, Mrs. Spriggs.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Yes, please! So you've been up before ours. Hello, Uncle Phil.
Hello. Ah, you've grown. Angela's looking after you, is she? No?
Come on, Lucy. Catch me if you can. Give her a chance! Why won't you listen to me, Agnes?
Crale, for God's sake, enough!
That's right! Run away like you always do!
Agnes, my old child. How the hell are you?
Good, good. Lovely, Miss Chick. Sometimes, you never can met her. By the way, thank God you turned up. You know, living in a house full of women is enough to send any man out of the shop.
Philip, how long did see you?
Hello, Caroline.
Just in time for lunch. Will Elsie be joining us?
It's Elsa.
Agnes is doing her portrait. Skittish little thing. Should watch all that sun, you know. Can be very good.
It's a bit drunk at the moment.
Is it true? Elsa and you?
If it is I'm good painting,
That's not what I asked.
you know me, Phil. I can't help myself. Would you please stop that?
What?
Slurping!
I'm not slurping.
Yes, you are.
Yes. I thought they might try that other thing. The canary yell. Could be rather stunning things to learn, don't you think? Canary. How lovely. Of course, in some people it might look a little... how should I put it? Don't worry, Tyler. I'm young enough to carry on.
We're not changing anything. For God, can't you hear that? You're so annoying!
Why don't you just leave me alone? You know, this room would be so lovely if it weren't that close. There's too much furniture. Now I'm living here, I shall take all the room shelter, just need one or two rooms. And I shall have copper colored curtains. Don't you think they look rather lovely this sunny side? Or I think you're buying any else? That wouldn't be necessary. You seem to have lost the idea. All this pretense, it's so dishonest. I'm using I love you. We're going to learn, so I should. As I suspected, my dear, you are completely insane.
Bloody bisque. You give him bad indigestion.
Ask Mrs. Briggs. She'll give you bicarbonate of soda.
You're thinking.
By the way, Elsa says you want to marry her. Is this true? Is it true? It's only fair that she should do. Agnes, is it true? Then it is.
If you'll excuse me, I'll just...
Gather yourself up. We're going to Merlin for tea, remember?
Oh yes, I forgot. Sorry.
Philip, you should do some fishing while you're here. The sea is probably swarming with mackerel.
Looks like he's going to. She can just leave his wife and child for some faithful good. She's too young to know what she's doing. She knows her right.
Conyo, I've never heard of this.
It's distilled because flowers are spotted there. Highly efficacious, but can be efficacious in the shade.
Back at age, that week, Agnes and Angela had a God Almighty row about something, but that was nothing out of the ordinary. I even think she might throw something at me.
Can you remember what?
Good Lord, no. 40 years ago.
Yes, yes, of course. You himself will do something.
The next morning, when I came downstairs, I heard Agnes and Caroline attacking the library. I don't even know where they get the energy from. I swear to God,
You and your woman. Someday I'll kill you, Agnes. I swear to God I will.
Morning!
Lovely day.
I want to get on.
I'll go change.
Top it off.
Morning!
It's too cruel. Too cruel.
Hello? What the hell's the matter? Really? I heard these noises from the laboratory, so I went to have a look at it. And the calling button was not calling out of place. But it was practically empty. And I swear to you, Phil, that yesterday, it was full. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I'm very careful about this. That's absurd. Caroline would agree with such a thing. Then, what's your explanation? For God's sake, let's get some lunch. I seen her packing. Where's something? We were just...
Surprise. Yes, we were just talking about Angela in school. I'm not at all sure this is the right thing. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody.
I came for a beer.
I'll send some down. I think we all go to it.
Why don't I take it?
Oh no, enjoy the sun.
At that time, I reasoned that it was jealousy. That she couldn't stand the thought of two of them being alone together. I should have realized, but instead I sat and watched. I had the chance to save her, and I did not.
We approach yourself and study. I'm sorry.
Agnes didn't join us for lunch. Caroline cooking coffee, so calm and collected. And yet, she must have known he'd be dead. Miss Williams went with her and Meredith wandered off. But it wasn't long before we saw him again.
Get the doctor! Quick! What's the matter? It's obvious.
What?
I'm afraid he's dead.
Obvious!
For the doctor! I'll take care of her! Okay.
You killed him! You killed him! My obvious!
You've killed him! You've killed my dearest friend!
No, didn't tell yourself.
Tell that to the police.
We didn't believe her either.
At the end of the play, truth is a habit of beginnings. Lady leadership.
Let's get on with it, shall we? It's sad that I had to say about your case of disease. But fun is rather how lucky our curiosity is better.
Indeed I am. Must be very painful to report.
Painful? No. My father was a villain who works way up in the pyramid. Can't do them with his name. I'm my father's daughter. I'm not sensitive to see my thing.
Well, that makes my task a little easier.
One so often jumps around conclusion, and the child for a son. People talk how terrible their activities are making. Foolish questions, gossip sources, the minor screaming shout.
But the English are people very moral, yes, but
That's one way of looking at it.
my lords, if you didn't find a trial on ordeal, how do you find it?
So, you see, I got exactly what I wanted.
And what is that?
Crale and Hill at the end of the coffee. Simple. You said you knew the other number by yourself.
The Marchand.
Let's try it. I don't believe I know.
She's a daughter of Amias and Caroline Crale.
Yes, of course. There was a child. Oh dear. She take was my fault.
It's a plausible interpretation of it.
Oh, very stupid. Cream?
No, I see. So, you take no responsibility.
Or would I? I love you, and I wouldn't make it happen. And that's the only skill to stop it from mine. I helped her stand. Honestly, it was a gift for me as a young girl. As soon as I laid eyes on him, I knew I had to have it. I'll submit it. I want you to make it.
I got two portraits.
We're the rich man, and the fortunate. But you do, don't you? And I always get her. So, when we start?
With a pink. Here is my glove.
I don't thought that done without secret.
How do you go back to London?
The picture, where to start?
I take pictures.
Why?
You know why?
So I left. I really liked inside. And after 10 days, they came away. We were together for 2 weeks, and soon we realized that we had to be together. Always.
I think I ought to go back to Odds Burn. My son's finished the painting.
What about Caroline?
What about her?
Shouldn't you tell her?
What on earth for?
She's bound to find out sooner or later.
Because the picture finished first.
You will tell her, won't you?
Yes.
Promise?
Promise.
You think she'll make a terrible fuss?
Don't be so fussy. She loves you.
Then she should put your happiness first. Maybe I had a nice and I never seen like that before. I was so busy wishing something that I was really good. And one day, I lost everything. I'm using I love you. We're going to learn so. I should. Agnes was furious. We had to make the boy said this. Must think I was right. Honestly, as after all, we must follow. Don't you agree, Mr. Poirot?
Desirable, certainly, but not always sufficing.
We believe in place making where I came from.
I'm pleased to hear it, madam.
But Crale is Crale is a devilish way about it. When we went to marry before I think that after, she behaved as if nothing has happened. I even began to think she was staying in rather well. How wrong I was.
Please tell me, Lady Bishop, can you speak? When you were all assembled to the laboratory of Moonlight, you observed Caroline Crale take the podium, yes?
No, I did not. I seem to remember chatting with Mary and Beethoven, so I wouldn't have been able to see a thing. But of course, she did take it, and we all know why.
Perhaps. Not everyone she showed us you.
I actually heard her chatting. You and your woman. Someday I'll kill you on this.
Don't be an idiot.
I swear to God I will.
You have your only life, but get this. I'm working with Elsa, and that's going to stop you.
I'll kill you rather than let you go.
Morning.
Lovely day.
Want to get on?
I'll go change.
Don't be long. Song, thanks. Told you she would. It's been Mona Lisa.
My darling Agnes.
God, it's warm.
I can get your cold one.
No, sit down.
Take it as if his life was ended. Dear Agnes, I love you so much. Happy shortly after that. I walked up to the house and felt the show. When I came back, she was there. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody.
I'm here for a whole beer.
I'll send some down.
Tastes foul. Everything is foul today.
Too much bile, my dear. They'll choke you one of these days. Didn't suspect it. But 40 minutes later, no paid the bus didn't even take. Then the bell sounded for lunch and Meredith came first. I was skipped lunch as the officer did, so we left her to die of me. I just knew it was Caroline. How could she do that? How could she?
The story was tragic, visible.
Timing was too good for her.
Little's a grown woman. One can hardly believe.
Time for swiftly, does it not?
Poor child, such a terrible shock. How much more to let fall be? The whole point, you see, is that Agnes Crale was an artist, and his art was his passion. When he painted, he was like a man, possessed. He meant to finish that portrait, whatever the cost. Elsa was terrifically enthusiastic about that painting. Caroline,
Yes.
I had always been very fond of her. There was a time that I hoped to marry her, but that was soon leaving me. Still, I remain devoted to her service. Dear God, when I think of what they did to her, strung up like an animal, such a gentle creature. I remember a conversation we had shortly after it all began.
Do you think he really cares for her?
Well, he's very committed to the painting.
He's in love with her, isn't he?
A little, perhaps.
A great deal, I think.
just a fool.
That's the trouble. The way she looks at him, so intense. I'm afraid, Meredith.
It's not.
I hope you're right. But I can't help feeling I would take a hatchet to you.
A hatchet?
It's a small axe.
I know what a hatchet is. I was convincing Randall of her remark.
It's merely to make her point.
But she made her point a little more forcibly, did she not? Her baby sister Angela.
The people did.
We.
It was a moment of siblings' jealousy, for which she never forgave herself.
It disfigured the girl for life.
That was the problem. It was a constant reminder. She tried desperately to make amends, which in turn made Amias very jealous.
You knew him for many years, Jessica.
Since boyhood. But he was more Philip's friend than mine.
So, you didn't like him?
I think his scandal was frankly disgraceful. Don't understand? This man is messing up blood. I decided to see it through. No. I think it's a disgrace the way you treated Caroline. The way you've always treated her. Then what about Lucy, for heaven's sake? You can just throw it all away.
You're a good man, Mary. You're such a little soft. Wait till the preacher's finished. Let's see how it's right.
Is there anything the matter?
Everything. It's gone. Finished.
What she said at the trial, that she took the poison to kill herself. I swear, she was speaking the truth.
But why didn't you take her guest to the laboratory?
Someone must have suggested it.
Caroline Crale, perhaps.
Well, I often took guests to my laboratory. It wasn't unusual. This is Valeria.
The one that cats like.
Yes, they can get enough. It can be used as a sleeping drug.
Elsa, she tells them. Connie, I've never heard of this.
It's the seal from flowers that's polished.
Isn't that the Socrates tale?
Yes, there's the most moving description about his death. Late is fatal. I can read it to you if you like. Sorry. It must be the heat. The man had ministered the poison, pinched his foot, and asked his blood. Socrates said no, then he did the same to his legs, gradually moving upwards, showing us his way, and letting us see that he was getting cold. He said that when it reached the heart, Socrates would go. And that is how Ambias met his fate the very next year.
When did Madame take the volume from the bottle?
Just before she came to her study, I think Philip and Angela left first, followed by Ambias. I was in the doorway, waiting to lock up, having a word with Elsa. I suppose that's when she took me. Phil, it's Meredith. Something terrible happened. We immediately suspected Caroline, quite unturned. As we approached the water garden, we overheard Amias and Caroline having a rather serious discussion. I think about Angela being packed up to school. I was in such state I didn't pay much attention. Philip blamed himself for not acting sooner. But how on earth would anyone have assumed at that point that someone had murder in mind? I needed time to think, so just before lunch, I sat above the water garden, where Amias was speaking.
And I can sit like a Roman empress in a console.
Still, up.
Old Grumpy doesn't want any help.
Elsa,
I can, of course.
you know, I just so wish.
What?
The Jen Amias should stop. Just stop it. He has a wife in it. This place is me.
Oh, Meredith. Mr. Blake! Mr. Blake!
What's wrong?
A terrible thing.
What are this?
It's Mr. Crale. He's dead. Would you be so kind as to call a doctor?
doctor! Quick! What's the matter? It's happening.
What?
I'm afraid it's dead.
Yes!
Poor child. He just couldn't believe that life could play so cruel a trick. Caroline stood there, white and humble, and said he must have done it to himself.
So, you're perfectly convinced, Sonata, that she was guilty.
She was provoked to the extreme.
Is the believing was suicide?
Caroline did it. I'm sure of it. And anyways, what if she didn't?
Pero, mademoiselle,
Lucy Crale,
sa Iberia mo na sorry.
7.5. Charming. A little too quiet. Who lived in a rural girl.
Please tell me, mademoiselle, her parents were the most devoted, yes?
One does occasionally find in Monsieur Crale a husband and wife so wrapped in each other that the child hardly seems to pitch.
So, more like lovers than husband and wife.
If that's how you put it.
Did you like Madame Crale?
Yes, I was very fond of her.
Your pupil?
Angela was a most interesting, if difficult girl. I cherish the belief that I played a modest part in his success. He read the book of the
That is done.
Read it.
Yes, I guess I should. You must have been very upset that she was sent away to school.
No, not at all. To her, home life was hardly what one would term ideal. Caroline had no trick, Annie is not jealous, and Angela was like, and she'd end up playing some spiteful trick. And though, of course, hard-rated actions prevailed.
You mean, Elsa Green?
Exactly.
What was your opinion of her?
She was totally invincible.
And also very much in love. This lead must have been a shock for her most hysterical.
And it was entirely her fault.
Miss Green?
The way she carried on, she even had the insolence to suggest the word of her. So unfair that she should do. Honest and true. Then it is. The look she gave him, magnificent. Then she walked out, her head held high, her grace completely unsolved.
Was she aware of how much you admired her?
I believe, I hope, that I adequately expressed my support for her. Mrs. Creel, not now, Miss Williams. I just need to tell you. Another time, please. Of course, I'm sorry. I think you're wonderful. Oh, but you don't know.
Then, like I said,
And then they all went to see a married place. And that evening, after dinner, the usual arguments began about Angela's and
Now you listen to me. The fees are paid, the firm's bought. Case closed.
I'm not going. It's a lovely school, darling. It's right in the middle of the downs. I'm sure you'll be close to my friends. I don't want any friends.
You won't get anything wrong like this.
Why do you even want to get rid of me? Nobody wants to get rid of you. You know you'll love me. He doesn't. He won't care if he doesn't see me again.
Too right. All this shit like a fish wife stuff. You know all about it. Look here, girl.
Shut up! I wish you were dead. Angela! I followed Angela to her room and reprimanded her sharply. The next morning was so beautiful. I thought it might restore peace to our lives. Little did I know, it was the harbinger of her birth. Angela had yet again disappeared. I thought for a slip, but there were no signs of her. So I returned to the house. Mrs. Crale was about to serve some beer before lunch, so I offered to help her. We went to the cellar, which was used for cold storage. And as we arrived, we found Angela behaved in the most suspicious manner. What on earth are you doing with that? I hope you weren't thinking of drinking it. I'll take it if you don't mind. Would you mind serving the others? A cup is not ours.
and then decided that as a river sitting from a zoo page.
Yes, Not exactly. We went down my house together after lunch. She was taking Mr. Crale some coffee, and I was going to the beach to look for Anthony's jersey. Amias! Amias! Mrs. Crale? It's Amias! He's dead! Mr. Blake! Mr. Blake!
What's wrong?
After bumping into Meredith and telling him his terrible news, I returned to the water garden.
Did you get an impression about what Madame Crale was thinking at the time?
It was impossible to tell. She was stunned.
What view did she end up officially as being?
Suicide.
Even in private, to you?
She had no doubt whatsoever.
Say to her. Is that chair uncomfortable, Mademoiselle?
It's perfectly comfortable, thank you.
You're about to tell me.
I think I said, certainly, Mrs. Crale, it must have been suicide.
Did you believe that?
No, I did not. But understand this. I was entirely on her side.
So, that you see her acquitted?
But of course I would. A woman of honor, dignity, had like a carcass in a butcher shop. Poor Lucy, having to be confronted by all this. Still, it is always better to face the truth.
But there's more to it than that. She wants to prove her mother to be innocent.
Then her wish will not be granted.
Before she was hanged, Caroline Crale wrote to a letter of love in which she solemnly swears her innocence.
Perhaps it would have been better to tell her daughter not to judge.
Is he very sure of her guilt?
It's hard to believe otherwise.
Yes, you were pressed out of her.
I did love her. I did. That is all.
Yes, of course. Take it for a time. Everything said?
I know that she was guilty when she was, without a shadow of a doubt.
Tell me how.
After bumping into Meredith and informing him of Mr. Crale's death, I returned to the water garden. Mrs. Crale was not in the mountain herself, as I implied. It was the fear on her face that told me the truth. I knew then she had poisoned her husband. I, for one, do not blame her. She never knew what I'd seen, and I never told her. In fact, I never told anyone. During the trial, I was never asked a question to which I returned an unanswered. But I was guilty of police facts. And I do not pretend to that, Mr. Ricardo. I will do so again.
Was in fact so corrupt and venal as his society of today. Since then, there were other excavations, but none as remarkable as Sugar Bazaar.
Hercule Poirot, Mademoiselle.
The Sugar Bazaar article was quite safe and extraordinary. Did you read your outfit in the National Geographic?
Sadly, I have not yet.
Fairly definitely the conversation. Little Lucy, I'd like to see you.
Have you not kept the bottom?
No, not even as much as I should have, but I think it's very admirable that she wasn't leaving her mother's name.
Then, you approve it?
Of course! Caroline didn't do it. I've always known.
You surprise me, Mademoiselle. With everyone whom I have spoken.
I know. The circumstantial evidence was overwhelming. It was frankly why I never reflected anything myself. I know my sister extremely well. She couldn't have killed anyone.
But the human nature has an infinite capacity to surprise.
No, not in this instance.
How can you be so certain?
Because I am.
But I'm afraid, Mademoiselle, that would not stand up in court.
That's why I was never called to give word in evidence.
And if you have been,
This is why I know.
but for others, that would prove the exact opposite.
As they played with a child. But this was a moment which that haunted her for the rest of her life. She never forgave herself. And as a result, she was constantly on her guard. I'm not saying that she's liberty. Quite the opposite, but murder? Never! That's an idyllic summer in so many ways. But what I can remember of it, if only that woman didn't come into our lives.
something. Stammered with struggle.
But why did she say it?
It was a joke.
It wasn't a very funny joke to me.
Enough, alright?
Is it true? What is Herman? Is Elsa going to marry Agnes? Only after I'm dead.
There are some things here. I can remember marrying really rather beautiful about Socrates. And Alice and I having her humbling her for me. I think I feel something out of it. The next day the day happened. Again, it's all very good. Up until the point where Mary came down the back path and I kept saying to myself that Alice is dead. But it didn't seem real. Then the doctors came, the police came, and they brought me to the house.
I want you to go to Grandma's. But this... What? No! No, I don't want to go. I want to stay with you. I know, my darling. But it's best that way. It'll be easier. Believe me. No, I don't want to leave you. For me, my darling. Wait for me. You must try not to think about it. There's nothing to worry about. I promise.
That was the last time I ever saw her. The end of summer was the end of childhood. A few weeks later, she was arrested. I was sent to school in Germany, but Lucy was sent to relatives in Canada. Just before she was hanged, she wrote me a letter. I've never shown it to anyone but I think I should do it.
Let us see, Mademoiselle.
My darling Angela, I want you to know that it is alright. I've never lied to you, and I don't know. And they say that I'm happy, but I feel a peace that I've never felt before.
It's remarkable.
She was a remarkable person, and innocent.
But let's make it explicitly.
Because it didn't say
Then, how do you think Agnes really died?
suicide.
But is that out of character?
As you said before, the human nature has an infinite capacity to surpass.
Then, it's another explanation.
You mean someone else would have killed her?
We,
I think it unlikely.
but for one second, consider the possibility. What then?
I would say Philip, my dear man.
Now, that interests me very much, Mademoiselle. May I ask why? I cannot see what possible motive he could have. He was the best friend from his state, or were you someone rivals? Perhaps over Elsa?
Not also. One night that summer, I got up to get to the bathroom. And as I opened the door, I saw Caroline coming out from Philip's bed. She had a look on her face that at the time I didn't really understand. But looking back,
I got the impression, from Unzum, that you always disliked your sister.
I have, I confess. Precious little experience and the affairs of life. But what other explanation could there possibly be?
It would be a disaster.
You can trust me, Mademoiselle.
It warms my heart to see you all together again. This was a joy to us.
It's very good of you, Miss Briggs.
My pleasure, sir. It is really. I'm very proud of you, my dear.
I wish someone could tell us the point of all this.
If you'll excuse me. Lady Disham, I'm delighted you can make it.
I hope it's working. God, this place is falling apart.
And so before joining others,
I kill for Martine.
we might have a little word
You don't let up, do you?
to come straight to the point.
Please to hear.
After the trial, did Benedict they show any interest in you at all?
Animals. Stupid and thinking animals. What a terrible ordeal for you. Elsa, I've had special feelings in you for you, sister. And now, you're all alone in this world.
Oh, Lucian.
Or to surprise?
Just base with no safety. Can I have a martini now?
But of course,
How kind of you to come.
Do you think you can get any business in hand?
I was to suggest for privacy. And the doors were to begin. As you will know, it was my purpose to discover the truth about the murder of Agnes Crale.
No, all the truth.
Yes, indeed. But, Mr. Blake, sometimes what we know as the truth may not be the full story, does it, but? Or sometimes it may not be true at all. This is what I learned. That at no time Caroline Crale protest her innocence, except in a letter to her daughter. That even though she showed no fear, that in a letter to her daughter and to her sister, with one exception, Caroline Crale was guilty.
Of course she was.
But it was not for me to accept the verdict of the others. There's no doubt whatever that she had ample motive, and much of the evidence tells against her. The scent bottle discovered in her room, the poison she had been to steal, the row with her husband where she tried to kill him. None of these sins in her psychologically. But then we come to something that's not quite true. After Meredith Blake discovers the poison is missing, he discussed it with his brother on the way up to the house they overhear.
It's a shameful behavior on this. You're being so hard on her.
Let's have some for lunch. I'll see to our plan.
They just had a almost horrific in which she had tried to kill him. Now, that's not trying to strange. Why should he do her packing with her sister? Or the governess? Or the housekeeper? Another thing that struck us odd. After just trying to kill him, Caroline Crale offers her to bring her husband a cold beer.
Simulation.
I think so. But if she had going to poison him, it wouldn't be more intelligent to spike the supply of the beer when no one was around. Otherwise, Caroline Crale brings her a beer from the house. He drinks it, he says, everything tastes foul to him. And after lunch, she finds him dead.
You know all this.
We did. But I have some information which is new. After asking Meredith Blake to go for a doctor, Mademoiselle Williams returned to the water garden.
You actually saw her do that.
Well, that settles it.
Not necessarily.
That is what I saw. I know your word for it. I'm not accustomed to having my word doubted.
I don't doubt it, Mademoiselle Williams. I believe that what you saw took place exactly as what you say it did. And because of what you saw, I know that Caroline Crale was not guilty.
Well, how the hell did you work that out?
Do calm down. I will tell you. Mademoiselle Williams saw Caroline Crale wipe off the fingerprints from the beer bottle and impose the prints of her husband onto the bottle. But the cognac was in the glass, not the bottle. And Caroline Crale, she did not know that. If she was the one who poisoned her husband, why wouldn't she know how he was poisoned? She knew who the culprit was and did anything that let this person be suspected. So, who could it be? There was only one person whom she was willing to protect at all costs. Mademoiselle Warren, I would like to read the letter her sister gave to you.
No!
But, Mademoiselle,
I realize what you're suggesting, and I deny it utterly. That letter was meant for my eyes only.
Aunt Angela, please.
No!
For my mother's sake, please.
Merci, Mademoiselle.
My darling Angela, I want you to know that it is alright. I have never lied to you, and I don't doubt. When I say that I'm happy, but I feel at least that I've never known before. Don't look back and don't fear for me. Live your life and succeed. It's all alright, my darling. It's all alright. I'm going to Agnes, and I'm happy, and you must be too. One is preparing one step. Your loving sister, Carla.
And it's a beautiful letter. No. But it contains one omission that is most striking. There's no protestation of innocence.
Because it wasn't necessary.
Oui, yeah, sure. Because she thought her sister knew that she was innocent. The best possible reasons, and her only concern was to comfort, to reassure, and to advert to her sister. Having to confess, it's all alright, daughter. It's all alright.
She just wanted me to be happy.
Yes,
It's as simple as that.
Yes, indeed. So that the burden of her guilt may not be too great. She tells to you, one must pay one's debts. And now she has, at last, a chance to repay. The debt she had buried and injured, she caused you all those years before. Finally, she felt the peace. She felt peace with herself. And in the light of this, everything falls into place. Caroline is convinced he has been poisoned, but he would have done it. So yes, Angela, it has to be. And one thought that springs into her mind is how to protect her. So she wipes her fingerprints from the bottle, puts her husband to make like suicide, sends Angela out of the country as soon as possible, hoping against hope that she does not confess.
But if I've done it, of course I'd confess. I'd never let Caroline suffer for what I did.
But you did tamper with a beer, did you?
I can't remember that.
Monsieur Blake, you said that you heard a noise in the laboratory in the morning of the murder.
Yes, just probably a cat.
Or probably not. I would suggest rather it was someone who got through in the sash window and took volume from the shelf.
The Valerian. To put in a mistake. I remember taking it.
Angela,
Was it really that big?
Oui, mademoiselle. And it was a description given by Monsieur Blake which gave to you the idea.
Yes. Yes, I remember getting out some beer. And Caroline catching me before I could put the stuff in it. I never connected it with a particular day. She thought it was me. She thought I'd kill him. I didn't kill him, please. I didn't kill him.
of course not, my dear. Can't you see she's telling the truth?
I see it quite clearly. Because I know very well that
Don't you think you're gonna believe a bit, old man?
it's the older story in the world. Two women, one man. What we have taken for granted is that the man would leave his wife for the other woman. But this time was different. He had no intention of doing anything of that kind. After all, what the woman can well never expected to do. But this time was different. She's just a girl. Saw the world in black and white. She had a passion for it, so assumed he had for her. She assumed without question it was for life. So naturally, he would leave his wife.
Said he would.
But a little white lie perhaps. All he really wanted was to finish the painting, and nothing could be allowed to stand in the way. And when Elsa Greer let the cat from the bag, he was furious. But he was not concerned until late. After all, Caroline had only put up with things for a few days longer. Then he would tell her the truth. She would believe it, as often before. Elsa agreed, she would get it soon. But by the last evening, I believe that he was getting word that Caroline Crale was taking things much serious than usual. And by the following morning, I think he had decided to come in.
How's work? She's nothing. Okay. Watch your back. That's all.
You injured me. It's only on the ground.
Stop.
I swear to God I will.
What he did not know was that Elsa here had overheard every word. And the account that she gave me of the conversation was not the true one.
Very sure of yourself, aren't you, Mr. Poirot?
Of this, Lady Lydia, yes I am. When Amias Crale came down and said we want to get on, you said that Grant was always change, which they defended. I wonder if you realized how angry was Madame Crale with her husband on this view.
Prefer touch.
When Philip Blake encountered her, coming off the library, it was of you she was thinking. I wonder what she would have thought that she was that. At the very moment, you were in her room, preparing to murder her husband. And with the blame on you. You see, something else that I'm sure of, Lady Lisha, is that in the laboratory, the previous afternoon, he would have seen Caroline Crale steal the poison. Monsieur Blake had his back to the room when he was talking to you, so it was very possible for you to see her, the only person who wants you had poisoned. You wanted to join Amiens in the garden, poured him some beer, and he tossed it back in his usual manner. As he painted, he watched and watched, waiting for the poison to take its effect. A short time later, he went to fetch Shaw. Caroline Crale again took the opportunity to confront her husband on her behalf.
It's a shameful behavior, Alice. You're being so hard.
Just a little. These are back.
And it was this, the Blake brothers, misheard on the wedding journey. An error that is understandable, less about it. You then returned with a shawl, and then Caroline Crale, she played straight in your hands, for she brought to her husband a bottle of cold beer. Everything tastes foul here, which suggests that tasted something unpleasant before the beer that Caroline Crale had brought in. And so you sat and posed, and chatted, and waved the medicine thing. You played your part beautifully, while Amias painted on and on until his limbs failed, his speech thickened, and he lay to roll on the bench, helpless, which is the mind still clear. When Madame Blake appeared from the shadowy path into the sunny garden, he could see clearly, only his friend turning slowly around, unable to convey to him the fact that he was on the grip of paralysis that was fatal. En route to the house, he crushed the Pippin on the foot, traces of which the police were to find. Then went to lunch, leaving Amias to his fate.
Thank you, Monsieur Crale.
Mademoiselle,
Amias dead! Caroline Hen! After all these years!
You're so dirty! You killed my sister! Start color, please.
You're very clever, aren't you? I hope you don't expect me to confess. So what are you going to do?
I shall do what I can to induce appropriate authorities to grant Caroline Crale a posthumous free pardon.
What about me? What are you going to do about me?
I shall lay my conclusions before the necessary people. If they decide there's a case against you, they may act. But it was my opinion, however, that the evidences are not sufficient. Inferences only, not facts. Moreover, they won't be actions. Actions proceed against a person in your position.
When I saw Caroline take the gun, I thought she meant to kill herself. But in the next morning, I overheard them talking about me. I loved him. He was just treating me alone. She felt sorry for me. Watching him die was sure for her, and I never felt more alive. But what I didn't understand was that I was killing myself. It was as if they hadn't died at all. But I had. I died, Monsieur Crale. Elsa! Come on then, Lucy. Shoot! You know you want to.
Don't listen to her, mademoiselle.
That's right. Just pull the trigger.
If you shoot her, she will have won.
Come on, do it. You're not afraid, are you?
If you kill her, you kill yourself.
Just one little squeeze. That's all it takes.
Spare her, mademoiselle. Injustice may still be done.